Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's midnight right now, like something after midnight. It's around 1 a.m. here. So I'm going to do one video, which I'm going to upload alongside a video I shot earlier today of a fragrance which is called Le Mal Elixir Absolu, which I rocked all day yesterday. This fragrance, I will upload the initial impression right after this. Okay, so this is one of the fragrance I wanted for a very long time, so that's that. And since I'm doing just one video right now, I'm just going to take my sweet time and just tell you a little bit few things today. So Friday is a weekend, and I decided to take one day off, and then not work that much. But even though work is always there, so I had to work from morning, and then I went to the other place, stayed with my parents for a while, took rest, so did a video. Then at night, I decided not to stay back because I have some work to do here and some car work tomorrow. So I decided to go have dinner at one of the places, which is called Raindrops Cafe. And this is in 300 feet, one of the places in Purvachal, one of our areas. I used to go there a lot before. Like there was a time I used to go there, the restaurants, food. I didn't visit them for a very long time. So today I went and then I got also some sweets. These are like, we call it sweet meat. I don't know what you call there, but these are like Rosh Malai and then, Malai chop. So there are some sweet shops they sell there. Very, very good and yummy. So yeah, after a long time, it felt nice. Okay, so I had some food and then drove back, enjoyed that ride. So now what I thought I'll do, I am a little bit, you can see, under energy because the whole day was very humid. Okay, it takes out a lot. People are usually feeling very tired. Okay, so I decided to do this video for people who are just entering the game. You want to build a collection and you do not know where to start. A lot of people, new kids, they ask me, bro, can you suggest a good fragrance under budget or something for summer or something like few fragrance I can get to build a collection which will have like a sort of like gives me a bit of options, for different occasion, different season. So I understand that not everybody can buy or build like hundreds of fragrances in collection, which is kind of insane. Why would you have 100 fragrances in your collection? It doesn't make any sense unless you are serious in this hobby or very passionate. You don't have to be passionate. You just can use a fragrance and be happy. So this is for those particular people. Okay, and there's absolutely like nothing wrong with having 10 fragrances in your collection. So 10 is the standard number and I'll have one honorable mention. Okay, so here we go. I have 5 freshies and you can say 5 kind of fruity, bit darker, like boozy, this kind of combination, tobacco and all that. So I am suggesting both categories. Okay, first fragrance I'm going to show you is on the budget side, and this is very affordable. This is called Imperium Intense, I think, from Fragrance World. I think that's the house, I forgot, but I got this like a few months back, and this is supposedly a take on Roja Dove Elysium Intense Perfume cologne or something that's like EDP or something. So basically like the one they released after Elysium. I did have Elysium for a very long time, many years. So this is a flanker to the intense version of this. Okay, Roja Dove Elysium, when I got it for the first time, that fragrance costed me around under $180 or $170. Now they are more than $250, so I don't plan to buy any more. But this take, I don't know how close it is to intense because I don't know the smell, but that one I think had rhubarb, some grapefruit, they had some strange notes which I saw like popping in this perfume as well. What I get from this is not typical that grapefruit, the sweet. It's more of a sour. If Terre d'Hermes, Eau Givry, this kind of a grapefruit. Also Dolce & Gabbana light blue, one of the flankers had, I think, Forever or something that had really authentic grapefruit. Imagine like sprinkling like some salt, sprinkle some salt on top of the grapefruit and you taste it. That's the taste you get from this. Also this fragrance get a little bit dark or something like in the base. I forgot the notes breakdown. Let me just quickly check. My phone sometimes doesn't even detect my own thumbprint. Okay, so this one has rose, tuberose, juniper berry. This is the stuff I was trying to remember. And then has a lot of florals. At the base they also have apples and stuff, vanilla, a little bit of ambergris, violet leaves. So this one I cannot say I detect all those notes, but the kick of juniper is very, very prominent in this. And I think this fragrance actually lasts quite decent time if you stay in the office, the AC situation. This fragrance actually is pretty cool bottle as well, looks very premium. I highly recommend this because this is unique scent. Nobody's wearing this. So this is my first one. This is called Imperium Intense. Next one also is a blue bottle. This is a take on Blue Talisman by Ex Nihilo. This is one of my most favorite bottles from Lattafa. This is called Art of Universe. Okay, this perfume is a beast. It's a straight up beast. I do prefer Turati's electric, like from Afnan, in terms of smell, but that one is kind of on the softer side. But if you're looking for the first time like purchase, you know, I would suggest usually like more of good performers. The first one was okay performer. This is strictly a beast mode, you know. So if you'd like to have a beast mode fragrance, this is one of the freshies you can get. It's not a blue fragrance. This is a more of a pear, you know, fresh. It's like a linear scent. It smells the same all the way. And when you smell it, you know, you smell fresh, you smell fruity, you smell like, you know, confident, you know, like a really, really strong performer. That is a good start. Okay. And I say, when you start, you know, like you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to get niche. If your budget is less, you know, these are good. But this one actually particular one is like around $60 price tag. Okay. But I will tell you it's worth it because of the bottle itself. They are charging, I think maybe $10 more. Okay. So Lattafa's Art of Universe. Great choice. Okay. One other thing, if possible, test them before you buy them. Do not blind buy anything. Okay. Because you cannot smell the fragrance from the reviews. The next one is one of my most trusted and most reliable and loyal buddy for life. Okay, I used it like consistently for a number of years. Got great performance, smells like great fresh, clean with a peppery kick. This is Burberry's Touch for him. Very simple fragrance, very simple bottle, and the price point now is more expensive, like $60, but back in the days it used to be like within 40. Okay, so I miss those days, you know, when I started collecting. And a lot of you who just started the game right now, I feel a little bit sad for you, because our time we had literally the ability to buy whatever fragrance we wanted, even if it was niche, you know, it was within our reach. So our income level didn't go up so much, but the prices of the fragrances, they have increased significantly. And I heard from one of my friends, one of the retail shops is increasing the price 2-3 times more. So it's bad news, guys. You know, it's really, really bad news, like for perfume lovers. If we got richer, then you could afford it. But now perfume price is just insane. This thing is still okay. Burberry's Touch smells like fresh out of laundry. I would say I'll put it in the same category or same family as Prada Amber Pour Homme, or fragrances like Bulgari Blue, BLV, or, you know, fragrances like the Freshies. Okay, amazing fragrance. It's just a linear also fragrance, but really lasts a long time as a freshie. I I prefer this. The sweets are cold, and I think I had a couple of orange juice and watermelon juice. It triggered my cold again. So anyways, it's okay. So this stuff, I highly recommend Burberry's Touch. I recommend this way over Bleu Chanel Scent Savages because this does the same thing better for less price. Now let's come to Champions, okay? I will tell you something. The bottle is not very pretty. It looks like it's not my favorite bottle, okay? This DNA is from Louis Vuitton, okay? Louis Vuitton's Imagination. And literally there are lots and lots of alternatives right now. My favorite alternative, like at this current moment, is this one. French Tobacco by IBRAQ, okay, Ibrahim Al Quraishi. This one is House. They have insane performance, but for this freshie, it's not like Blue Oud or something, but this perfume lasts decent time, projects decent time, and the price now is very, very good. So you get like a fresh burst of lemongrass, you know. The opening of this stuff is just so beautiful. First time I sniffed it from one of my brothers, I decided this is the best opening of all, even if I would say Louis Vuitton Imagination. I smelled it maybe once. This stuff, you know, it's like literally like so beautiful. It's like poetic, you know. The thing is, the opening is always like, you know, the first impression is always important. Some of the other ones like Aqua Dubai, the Hawas, the what is called Python, no, Cobra, they are very strong in the opening. Tangerines, okay, sometimes Lux soap. This stuff, it goes to the dry down of Imagination, but it's so posh, okay. I love that. It's soft, it wears nice, it gives you like a cooling sensation. So give it a try. French Tobacco, I would highly recommend this fragrance for a beginner. If you're starting a collection, this would be a great, solid, you know, trusted buddy in summer especially. Now I'll top it off with the most luxurious one here in terms of price as well as smell. This is Prada L'Homme, okay. This one is your fresh, clean office goer, more professional. If you really want to wear, let's say you can wear the Burberry's Touch as well for office, but this stuff is really, really like, people respect this stuff, okay. I wear it, I do not get mad compliments, okay. In my years when I wore Prada L'Homme, okay, nobody really said, wow, you smell sexy. It doesn't have that effect. Freshies don't really do that. Like Versace Pour Homme, that one does it. But Prada L'Homme, what it does for me is like that, you know, it's expensive, right, Prada. But when you wear this with a white shirt or something, like you look more formal, this stuff goes with occasion. It gives it up close vibe. It is soapy, it has the iris, it's floral, but man, whenever I smell it, it doesn't go wow with anything but just luxury and you know, with this some class. Okay, so Prada L'Homme is the last freshie. So now I have one more freshie sort of, but it's actually very strong. That's why I put in the dark perfumes. This one has pineapples. This one has insane performance. This one has ambergris, not ambergris. This one has oak moss and stuff. You guys know. This is Hawas. This is Hawas Black. Okay, now it is too many flankers. You know, you get a little confused. Sorry. Hawas Black. First thing, if you ever loved Hachivat, Nishana Hachivat, and you're planning to get it, don't get it right now. Hachivat X, Hachivat U, those are more of performers, but Hachivat itself became kind of reformulated. For me, not worth the price point anymore. This stuff, get instant 3 bottles, you know, instead of that, get 3 bottles of it. Just go 3-4 sprays. You see how long this stuff projects, lasts. I wore this and I got like people asking me literally like, what is your perfume? It's so strong. This one, Hawas Fire, these two are top of the game for performance. They really scream. Okay, then all the Hawas are good, but this is one of my most trusted buddies. Hawas Black is very hard to beat, and I just love this. I wear this all year. I will tell you, get this if you like this pineapple smokiness, kind of like if you like Aventus kind of fragrances, Hachivat type of perfume. This is a very good alternative, and for budget, very good fragrance, cannot go wrong with it. Okay, so next one I'm gonna go is this one. Kind of sweet, fresh gourmand. This is 1 million Lucky. At first I heard the word was this is discontinued, but no, I think this is still in the market, but maybe it's not really, you know, reaching Bangladesh that much. So it's a little bit more pricey than it used to be. For 200 ml, it's like around 150 bucks. This used to be only about $80 for 200 ml. So nowadays fragrance price is insane. This one you get this kind of not Nutella, but you get like caramel popcorn. I really miss watching movies. You know, I did not go to movies for last 1 year. I think I'm gonna go catch a movie tomorrow because I need to have some relaxation. I'll rock this for example. Like this is a good fragrance if you have popcorn, movie, and then this nice fragrance, a nice drink. This is a good fragrance. Okay. I heard some really weird noise voice. Okay, so this stuff is sweet, but it's a semi-sweet fragrance. Okay, semi-sweet. I just always love 1 million Lucky. It's just a dear fragrance, you know, it's like very close to my heart. Okay, like 1 millions are insanely sweet, you know, they have rose, they have leather. Someone's screaming at 1:30. It's an old person. Anyway, maybe they have some issue. Okay, so 1 million Lucky, I highly recommend for people who are starting the game instead of regular 1 million or elixirs. Okay, next one I'm gonna go is a sweet fragrance. You know, I was actually gonna show you the Lamal elixir, then I thought, no, this stuff is a bit expensive. Cheaper than this is this. Okay, similar thing they do. This candle Absolu by also Jean-Paul Gaultier. Okay, it's really insane. Like that old lady is screaming on the phone. Anyway, at 1:30, that's scary. It reminds me of some of those horror movies. This is one of the most beautiful bottles, hands down. This is also in the golden territory. And there is a Mirabelle or something, like I forgot that citrus note, like a fruity citrus. That's the opening, which is different than your typical scandal Parfum. Those are really sweet. They hit you with that, you know, what's that note, tonka, and then, you know, caramel or something like that. You know, it's very sweet, insanely sweet. This stuff makes it more summer wearable. Let me see what's the fuss about. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, as I always mention, Bangladesh is not civilized people. It's weekend, of course, but they are just like, there's no voice control, you know, like volume control. You can hear it, the whole building can hear it. So anyway, so I was saying this stuff is sweet, but just like the 1 million Lucky, this thing has some freshness with the sweetness. So you feel like a juicy vibe in the opening. So this perfume is also long lasting, it's sweet, and it's safe. Okay, so if you're young or you're energetic, you just joined workforce, or maybe you're in the college, university, it's pretty versatile. You can wear it all year through, but evening time, it's a great wear. Okay, Scandal, Absolu. So next to, I will go discontinued fragrance, and I usually do not suggest you to go and hunt down very expensive niche discontinued perfumes. This is one of the fragrance which is worth it. This one got three things covered. One is the agave, second thing is the booze, whiskey, third thing is the leather. This stuff, it's a mix of all those things. Very like a unique, not strange, very unique scent profile. My God. Anyway, so CH Men Prive is actually sexier than CH Men. CH Men was more sweet with the sugar note and everything. So basically it's a sweet and a leather, but this one is more of an unique. The opening of this is just magic. 2 hours, it does magic in winter. And in winter, I highly recommend this. If you're really looking for a signature scent for your, dates and everything, this is a fragrance I highly recommend, CH Men Prive. Pomelo, it also has pomelo, the fruity aspect, okay? Number one, I'm going to finish with this dark perfume, and this fragrance has tobacco. Okay, so this is called Red Tobacco by Mancera. This is a niche perfume I'm showing, and this perfume is a little bit expensive, $85. If you don't have cash enough to buy this, okay. Yeah, sorry, I did something horrible. I opened the window and I just took out the rage. I really cursed at them. It's still going on. I guess some people live in the city, but they are from village, so they don't know manners. So yeah, I was talking about Red Tobacco. I would say there is alternative to this in Paris Corner. Some of the other houses, they do have alternative. You can get that, but the blend in this, if you really want ultra beast mode like Shura, something you want to wear in cold weather and really enjoy it, spicy tobacco, red fruits, this is something I highly recommend. And I'm recommending not all safe blind buy. This is not a safe blind buy. This is what the worst safe blind buys, okay, or worst blind buys possible. But if you actually want like a spicy, smoky, sexy fragrance that is a bold perfume, like Hawas Fire, this is something I highly recommend, okay? Red Tobacco, I highly recommend you. That's number one for winter. So last one I'm going to show is the honorable mention, and this one I would say my most complimented perfume, more so than Dior Homme Intense, Chanel Allure, Bleu Chanel. I got compliments from very few fragrances in my life. Not every fragrance, great, wow, Declaration Don't Swear, another one. But this one, every time I wear it, out of 10, 8 to 9 times, people go, are you wearing this fragrance? If they know this scent profile. Or they go, what is your perfume? You smell really nice. I got a compliment from one of my friends who is a musician. He said, you love perfumes, don't you? I said, why? He said, you smell great. You every time you come to my place, you smell always great. So it's a compliment. This is Angel Share by Kilian. Yeah, there are a lot of alternatives from French Avenue. You can get Royal Blend. You can get those for budget, great fragrances, okay, Camras and all. But why I recommend this, even though this is supremely, like 50 ml costs $250, that is insane. But it's just Kilian, their brand value. And this stuff has booze. This stuff has sweetness, like oak and whatever it's used in this, like kind of like honey. This is as sweet as it gets, and this one gets as sexy as it gets. I just cannot imagine, like, let's say if I ever get married, scary thought. If I ever get married in my life, if I think of it, I will wear this for my wedding day. Okay, this is how special this perfume is. It's just a confidence booster. You smell great. It goes beautifully, long lasting as well. So maybe I should get backup bottle. Okay, so Angel Share is the one. I would say your all-purpose, like all year, but special occasion perfume. Okay, so this is kind of an idea I gave you. You can do whatever you want. You can get niche, you can get designers. It's up to you, but just few choices. Hopefully you liked it. I think I'll just go upload it. I just really ruined my mood, I really wish I stayed away from this kind of society here. People just don't respect your boundaries. They just love, you're loud and you're going to disturb your neighbors at 1. Look at the time, guys, like 1:30. So if people do not know manners, that's the worst thing. Even if you get rich, if you have money, it's just pointless. Okay, everybody have a nice day. I'll see you soon, and have a great weekend, those who are having it on Saturday and Sunday. See you soon, and good night.